Hello and welcome to CaseyConrad.com. My name is Casey Conrad, and on this short 3 to 4 minute video, we're going to be talking about creative marketing using technology. You know, it's interesting. When I talk to club operators around the world, their number one concern right now is how do I reach more prospects? And more specifically, how do I reach more prospects cost effectively? The reality is, and I've talked about this many times on this blog, traditional marketing just isn't pulling the response rates it once did. And so club operators and salespeople have to become creative in finding ways to reach out and go directly to consumers. My question for you is this: are you really tapping into the power of technology? Now, if you are not, of course, using e-marketing and using social media marketing, you're going to find yourself way behind in the times. But today, I want to talk to you about something that I had never seen before and I think is incredibly clever for a guerrilla marketing activity. And that is what we call USB cards. Now, I got this card in the mail a couple of weeks ago, and it was from American Express, and I have a card with them, so I wasn't quite sure why they were sending me another one. They were actually sending it to my business, but on the surface it looked simple enough. But in fact, when I opened it up, I noticed that this card had this little kind of cutout over into the left-hand side. And when you open that, look at that. It's actually a USB card. So I popped that thing right into my USB port onto my computer, and lo and behold, here's the screenshot of what came up. And it was specifically an application to get the American Express card. And of course, there was, an RSVP code that was the special offer on the card, and benefits for joining, etc., etc. But here's my question for you: what are the possibilities with things like this for club operators? I mean, imagine that you're out at some sort of public event and you're passing out these types of cards. Now, I got to admit, I have no idea what it costs to get these made. But I bet you with a little bit of research, you could find out that somewhere in China, you can get these things printed and made up for relatively cheap, right? So you can leave this behind almost anywhere. I think it's really cool. I had never seen anything like this, and I make it a point to open up junk mail because I like to borrow ideas from other mail companies, not M-A-L-E, M-A-I-L companies, as it relates to direct mail marketing. Think about the amount of information that you can store on something like this. And this actually did not take me directly to their website. I had to click to get to their website, so that was kind of interesting. But imagine the amount of information you can store on this. And, of course, this doesn't require them to remember a web address or even to, type in anything into their computer. They simply plug this into the computer and the screen pops directly up. It also has what I consider a really cool save element. This has been sitting on my desk for a couple of weeks, and albeit it's because I wanted to blog about it, but I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to save this because I'm going to show this at seminars, and, I just think it has a coolness to it. So I think this type of marketing piece could be saved. So, again, I don't have the contact information for this, but it was just something that's been sitting here, and I said, man, I got to blog about this. What are the other possibilities as it relates to using these types of USB ports, SIM card chips, you name it. Technology is getting cheaper and cheaper. Even MP3 players. You can get MP3 players. You could load that up with exercise information, and it would be something very, very cheap. So, on behalf of CaseyConrad.com, thanks for listening. And of course, if you want other great resources for your sales marketing, please visit CaseyConrad.com and click on any one of the appropriate buttons. Until next time, see ya.